The dumbest ways people have died. Let's check that out, man. Hold on, let me put why my shit always on fucking the lowest quality, my nigga?
The encyclopedia test. In June 2017, Pedro Ruiz and Mona Lisa Perez decided their YouTube channel needed more views.
Oh, this probably gonna be some fucked up shit. I can already tell.
Wholesome family videos weren't working, so they switched to pranks.
Oh.
The numbers went up. Pedro figured if pranks...
Niggas doing pranks on YouTube. That shit so ass, bruh. That shit so ass, gang. My God, YouTube pranks, bruh.
worked, extreme pranks would work even better. So he came up with a simple test. See if a book could stop a bullet. He would hold a 1.5-inch encyclopedia to his chest. Mona Lisa would shoot it from 1 foot away.
Oh, they dumb.
They set up cameras
and
invited over 30 friends to watch. The gun they chose...
They about to witness murder. What the fuck?
Was a Desert Eagle, one of the most powerful handguns in the world. She pulled the trigger.
Bruh.
The bullet went straight through the book and killed Pedro instantly.
Like, what do you expect?
Mona Lisa called the police and claimed she'd accidentally shot her boyfriend. The footage said otherwise.
Stupid
she pleaded guilty to manslaughter and got 180 days in prison. The video went viral worldwide, just not how they planned. Who wants some of this? It was 2004 in Wales when a young man invited friends back to his apartment after a night of heavy drinking. The party continued at his place, and that's when he got a brilliant idea. He pulled down his trousers and stuck himself out the window, yelling, "Who wants some of this?"
Nobody wants your little Zick, my nigga. Your little drunk ass. Get your ass out from the window. What are you doing, bruh? Yo.
To the street below. His friends grabbed him before he could fall out of the 3-story window.
Good.
The next morning, he admitted it had been pretty stupid. He promised he'd never do anything like that again.
And he does it again.
That very evening, he was drunk again.
And he does it again.
He pulled down his trousers and started yelling, "Who wants some of this?" out the window. This time,
nobody's
his friends
there.
weren't close enough to grab him.
Oh my!
He tumbled out of the 3-story window and died on impact.
Stupid.
Patriotic hat. On July 4th, 2024, in Summerville, South Carolina, Alan Ray McGrew decided to take his patriotic costume to the next level. The 41-year-old HVAC technician was hosting a neighborhood block party, dressed in a red, white, and blue Uncle Sam outfit with a top hat. The drinking had started around 6 p.m. Fireworks were planned for the evening.
Oh my God.
Alan loved his country.
Another drunk shit. See, this is why I don't be drinking alcohol like that, because niggas just be doing dumb shit, bro. Like, that shit literally poisoning your body, my nigga. And you gonna continue to drink that shit because you're either having a hard time with life or you're just fucking miserable, gang. Like, bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know how niggas go every fucking weekend to go get some drinks, bro. How do you get drunk every weekend, gangy? I guess it's to get away from work or the thought of working. But damn, bro, I couldn't do it.
And looked forward to celebrating each year. At around 10:20 p.m., Alan placed a large firework right on top of his Uncle Sam hat.
Stupid.
His wife, Paige, thought he was just messing around.
What?
Surely he wouldn't light something on his head. He had already lit it. The firework exploded and caused what paramedics called massive head trauma. Alan was dead instantly. He had become his own fireworks display. The DIY bungee jump. On July 12th, 1997...
Oh my God, I'm low-key scared of bungee jumping. Niggas that like to jump out of planes and shit and bungee jump, I don't know how y'all do it. Y'all some adrenaline junkies. I can't, bro.
Eric Barsha decided to go bungee jumping on his day off. The 22-year-old fast food worker couldn't find any bungee jumping places in the area, so he figured he'd do it himself. He picked a railroad bridge in Lake Accotink Park, Virginia.
Is he
It was 70 feet high. Perfect for a homemade bungee jump. Eric tied together several bungee...
Okay, so this is where he fucked up. He doing homemade shit. That's why it says DIY. I didn't even fucking realize that. I registered that in my brain. But nigga, homemade bungee jumping? Nigga, what is wrong with you?
And reinforced them with duct tape. He was really thinking about safety. He tied one end around his leg and the other to the bridge. Then he jumped. There was just one problem with his plan. Eric never considered that bungee cords stretch when you fall.
Yeah.
The cords he'd tied together were already a few feet shorter than the bridge height. When they stretched, they became even longer than the distance to the ground. Eric hit the pavement 70 feet below with such force that he died instantly. A local man found his body the next morning with the bungee cord still attached to his leg. His grandmother told reporters he was always so smart in school.
He not smart in real life.
In 1998, a man from Ohio was hanging out with his friend when he got dared to do something stupid. His friend was cleaning out a fish tank and said that one of the fish, about 5 inches long, had been eating all the other fish.
Damn.
The man decided to give this fish payback. He would swallow it whole. He had done this trick before. He picked up the fish and held it over his mouth. Then he gulped it down.
Yo, this is that YT shit. Gotta be. Who the fuck thought in their head, like, boom, I'm about to swallow a whole fish because it's eating all the other fishes. I'll show you. What the fuck?
The fish fought back. It got stuck in his throat and was too slippery to pull out.
Oh my
He couldn't
God.
breathe and struggled for several minutes while his friend called 911.
Oh my.
When paramedics got there, the man was dead, but the fish was still alive with its tail sticking out of his mouth.
Oh
Both the
my.
man and the fish died. The
Wait.
fake robbery.
Oh, I thought it
On
lived.
January 18th, 1977, Italian footballer Luciano Ciccone had a brilliant idea. The
Huh.
28-year-old Lazio player, known as the Blonde Angel, was famous for his pranks.
Okay.
Ciccone and his teammate Pietro Gadin decided to stage a fake robbery at their friend Bruno Tabacini's jewelry store in Rome. They
Hmm.
thought it would be funny to scare Bruno and then laugh about it later. They covered their faces and walked into the store with guns out, yelling, "Hands in the air!
Oh.
This is a stick-up!" There was
Yo.
one problem with their plan. The jewelry store had been robbed just a few weeks earlier. Bruno was scared it would happen again, so he had gotten a shotgun to protect himself.
Oh.
When Bruno saw the robbers, he pulled out his shotgun.
Boom.
Pietro immediately put his hands up, but Ciccone kept going with the prank. He wouldn't put
Oh
his
my
gun
God,
down.
you're stupid. That's why you about to get blamed. Yo, sometimes pranks don't need to go that far, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you. You see the nigga with the weapon in front of you, you really got a death wish.
Bruno was scared and shot Ciccone in the chest from close
GG.
range. Ciccone's last words were,
It
"It's
was
a
a
joke.
prank.
It's just a joke."
Yeah,
But it
you're
was too
fucking
late.
dead.
He died 30 minutes later at 28 years old, leaving behind his wife and 2 kids.
Stupid.
Bruno Tabacini was arrested and held for 18 days before being released without charge. It was
Oh,
declared that the death was the result of self-defense and a terrible accident.
yeah.
The sleeping bear. In 1906,
What the hell?
a young hunter in Pennsylvania was out hunting when he found a huge black bear lying on the ground.
Oh, hell
The
no.
bear looked dead, and the hunter thought he got lucky. He found a free bear without having to shoot it.
Shit,
So he
that's
got
what you
out his
thought.
knife and started cutting up the animal right away. There was just one problem. The hunter never checked if the bear was really dead.
Oh my
He just started
God.
cutting. The bear wasn't dead. It was sleeping. When the hunter started cutting it, the bear woke up angry.
Oh,
It
GG.
attacked and tore the hunter to pieces. The hunter died right there.
Oh my
The scooter
God.
duel. In 2004, 2 Taiwanese college students met up one evening and had a few drinks.
Okay.
After talking,
Yo,
they both found
it's always with the drinks, gang. And watch they get drunk and do some dumb shit, huh? My God.
Taiwanese college students met up one evening and had a few drinks. After talking, they both found out they liked the same girl on campus.
Ow.
This got them upset, and they decided to have a contest to see who would get the right to ask her out. How
What
did
the
they settle
fuck?
this? Rock, paper, scissors? A coin flip? Nope. They decided to joust like knights, but instead of horses, they would use their scooters. The
Bruh.
rules were simple. They would ride straight at each other at full speed, and whoever turned away first would lose.
Yeah, that's dumb as fuck. I'm not gonna lie to you. One, you're breaking scooters for what? Like, nigga, are those your scooters or you just breaking random scooters? That's kind of fucked up.
So without helmets or any safety gear, the two rode their scooters directly at each other,
Idiot.
hitting 50 miles per hour.
50?
Neither one wanted to be the first to chicken out. They crashed head on. Both of them
Boom.
died. Later, someone asked the girl about it. She said
Now guess what? Both y'all niggas can't get the girl now, nigga. None of y'all niggas getting the girls. Somebody else about to get her now.
she wasn't interested in either of them anyway.
D-
They both died for nothing. The
Bruh.
water thief. On April 19th, 2022, Easter Monday in Italy, a 46-year-old man was thirsty. All the stores were closed for the holiday, so he broke into a grocery store to get some water. He found a huge tower of water bottle boxes stacked up by the workers. Instead of taking a bottle from the shelf, he decided to pull one from the middle of the stack.
Oh my
Anyone
God,
who's
that's
played
dumb.
Jenga knows
That's
this is a bad
dumb.
idea. He grabbed a bottle from a box right in the middle of the tower.
Why would you
The
do
whole thing
that?
came down on top of him.
I-
The man got crushed under all that water and
Yo, imagine dying from water bottles, bruh. Oh my God, I'd be pissed, gang. That's probably one of the worst ways to die. And probably the most embarrassing way. Actually, that's probably not the most embarrassing way. That's one of the most embarrassing way.
died right away.
What the
Store
fuck?
workers found the mess the next day when they came to work. They
GG.
started cleaning up the fallen boxes
Oh,
and
they didn't even
lifted
know.
them one by one. When they lifted the first box, an arm stuck out.
Ooh.
The police watched security camera footage to see what happened. The man had broken in just to get a drink and got killed by the water he was trying to steal. The unbreakable window. Gary Hoy was a lawyer in Toronto.
Okay.
He worked on the 24th floor and had a weird habit. Whenever law students visited his firm, Gary liked to show them how strong the windows were by running across his office and slamming his whole body into the window. Gary had done this dozens
What the fuck? This is literally a short from Zach D Films, my nigga. He was literally explaining something like this. And he thought the unbreakable glass wasn't gonna break, and the glass broke. He flew out the fucking apartment window. Yo.
By running across his office and slamming his whole body into the window.
That's so
Gary
dumb.
had done this dozens of times.
That's so
the
dumb.
Windows never broke. On July 9th, 1993, Gary was giving law students a tour.
You would think niggas got common sense, bruh.
He said. He ran backward and threw himself at the window.
Stupid.
It worked perfectly. He bounced right off.
What's good,
Feeling
lazy?
Good, Gary decided to do it again.
And you're
this
dead.
Time, the glass didn't break, but the whole window popped out of its frame.
Yep.
Gary went flying 24 stories down, riding the window all the way to the street. The law students and his coworkers watched in horror.
Oh
Gary
my
had
God.
hit that window so many times over the years
It
that he
loosened
loosened
it.
the frame.
Yeah.
He died instantly.
Stupid
Hold your
motherfucker.
wee for a wee. In 2007, Jennifer Strange heard about a
Wait, hold your wee for a wee. The fuck does that mean?
radio contest in Sacramento for a wee. In 2007, Jennifer Strange heard about a radio contest in Sacramento.
Huh.
The 28-year-old mother of 3 wanted to win a Nintendo Wii for her kids. The contest was called Hold Your Wii for a Wii.
Okay.
You had to drink water and hold it in without using the bathroom.
Oh,
Jennifer
no.
showed up with about 20 other contestants. They started drinking bottle after bottle of water. As hours went by, contestants dropped out to use the bathroom. Jennifer held on. After several hours, Jennifer started throwing up.
Oh,
but
she
quit.
drowned herself.
Jennifer won the contest.
Bro, she's literally drowning herself, bro. Oh my God. And your kid's about to get the Wii, but not you no more. Unless she's not going to get both.
And got her Nintendo Wii.
Bruh.
She went home feeling terrible.
Oh.
The next day, she called in sick with a massive headache.
Oh.
A few hours later, Jennifer was dead. She had died from water intoxication.
Yeah.
Too much water made her brain swell up.
Yep.
Her 3 children lost their mother over a video game. Her family sued the radio station and won $16.5 million.
Damn. 16.5 though? Is that after taxes or before taxes? Cause you know the government got to take a cut, my nigga. They always taking cuts. They always gonna steal. Oh my God.
Road Rage Showdown.
Oh
in
my.
2021, 2 drivers crashed on Interstate 80 in Berkeley.
Ooh.
Nobody got hurt, but both drivers got out to argue about it.
Uh-oh.
They didn't pull over. They started yelling at each other right in the middle of the highway.
Uh-oh.
Cars were flying by. The 2 men kept
Somebody getting
shouting
hit.
and making threats. Then a Mini Cooper came down the road.
What the fuck?
driver swerved to avoid the damaged cars, but couldn't miss the 2 idiots fighting in traffic. The Mini
GG.
Cooper hit both of them.
Boom,
They
boom.
both died instantly. The Mini Cooper driver was traumatized.
Hope
The
they're not
umbrella trick.
injured.
Back in 1999, a bizarre story out of Bonn, Germany made headlines. It was said that a local street performer had built his career on extreme tricks. He was normally just a sword swallower. He could apparently
Ew.
fit long balloons, metal rods, and even umbrellas down his throat.
What the
Crowds
fuck?
loved it. One day, during a performance, he decided to push the act further.
I already know what the fuck going on. He gonna put an umbrella in his fucking throat. This shit gonna open up in his body and fuck him up, bro. Oh my Lord.
He grabbed a folded umbrella
GG.
and began swallowing it to show off his skill. While sliding the umbrella down, he accidentally pressed the automatic release button on the handle. The umbrella snapped open while still in his throat.
Oh my
The crowd
God.
watched in shock. The performer collapsed instantly.
Oh
It
my
sounds like the
God.
perfect Darwin Award, but there's one problem. Nobody has ever confirmed it actually happened.
Oh my
Sword
God.
swallowers themselves later came forward to call the story impossible. A folded umbrella is far too wide to even fit down a throat. That leaves the
Huh.
umbrella trick as one of the most popular Darwin Award legends, but
What
almost
the
certainly
fuck?
nothing more than an urban legend. The falling dog.
Oh.
In 1988 in Buenos Aires, Argentina, a little poodle named Kachi was playing on a
Aw.
balcony. The dog was having fun when
No.
it suddenly fell off the rail.
Bro, nah, I don't want to fucking watch this shit, bro. You mean the dog died? Yo, come on, bro. Why the dog, though, bro?
A little poodle named Kachi was playing on a balcony. The dog was having fun when it suddenly fell off the railing. Kachi plunged 13 floors down to the street.
Ah,
The
hell
poodle
no.
landed directly on the head of
shit.
75-year-old.
Wait, hold
Marta
on.
Estrada,
This is deadass another story from Zach D Films. Oh, hold on. Niggas getting the same stories. What the fuck? I remember this.
who was walking along the sidewalk. The falling dog killed
They
her
yeah,
instantly,
killed her.
But that wasn't the end of it.
And then somebody else died. I forgot how. I think it might have been from a car that got hit. I don't remember.
A crowd rushed over to see what happened. A woman named Edith Solo came over to look at the
She
scene.
died.
While Edith was distracted by the carnage, she walked into the street and
Boom.
got hit by a bus. She died too, but the chaos wasn't over yet.
Wait, somebody
An
else
older
died?
man saw all this happening and got so stressed out that he had a
Oh my God. I forgot about this. This nigga had a heart attack.
fatal heart attack on the spot. One falling poodle killed 3 people in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Kachi the poodle probably has the highest kill count of any dog in history.
Yo.
The bridge jump. On May 24th, 2019, 2 friends from Texas were driving south through Lake Charles, Louisiana at 2 in the morning. Alejandro Cazares was behind the wheel. Roberto Moreno was riding shotgun. They came to a drawbridge that was up to let boats pass.
Oh,
A
shit.
safety gate blocked the road. Most people would wait for the bridge to come back down.
Yes.
Not these guys. Roberto got out of the car and pushed the safety gate up out of the way.
So he
He
sped.
jumped back in the car.
Oh my God.
Cazares
He's
drove under
delayed.
the gate and headed straight for the bridge ramp. They stopped
Stupid.
for a second at the bottom. Then Cazares put the car in reverse, backed up, and floored it. They were
This nigga think this shit GTA in real life? Oh yeah, he's stupid. I ain't gonna lie to you.
going to jump the gap like in an action movie.
Yeah.
The car went airborne for a brief moment.
And you're
Then it
cooked.
crashed into the water below.
Yeah,
The
what do you
car sank
expect?
to the bottom. Cazares was trapped inside and drowned.
My
Moreno was found
God.
outside the submerged car, but he drowned too. The plastic
So he almost made it out, but eventually succumbed to the water. You know, this nigga's actually sped. I'm not gonna lie to you. Natural selection, yes, indeed.
bag beekeeper. In 2002, a Brazilian farmer found a beehive on his property, so he
Ooh.
decided to get rid of them by using fire. The farmer
Fire.
put on gloves, long pants, and a long-sleeved shirt. He sealed everything with tape so bees couldn't crawl into his clothes. Then he put a plastic bag over his head and sealed it tightly around his neck.
So it's either he burnt, like the bag caught on fire, or he suffocated in the bag. I don't know.
This would protect his face from bee stings. Finally, he grabbed a torch and went off to burn the hive.
GG.
A few hours later, he hadn't come back.
Oh.
His worried wife went looking for him.
Oh my
She
God.
found him dead under the beehive.
Oh my
but the
God.
bees hadn't killed him. In fact, the hive was completely untouched.
Wait, what
The
happened?
plastic bag had worked perfectly. It kept out the bees, the smoke.
Yeah, this is dumb as fuck. So how the hell did he think he was gonna be able to breathe? He didn't put no holes in it. I mean, if there was holes, the bees would get in. This is just not a good setup. I'm not gonna lie to you. Niggas are not using their brains.
The oxygen he needed to breathe. The farmer had forgotten to poke air holes in the bag. With his gloves taped down, he couldn't rip the bag off his head. He suffocated trying
You can't just poke a hole in your mouth? I never understood that bag shit. Like, you could just literally just poke a hole in your mouth and you'll have air.
to protect himself from bee stings.
Oh my
The
God.
lava lamp. In 2004, 24-year-old Philip wanted to use his lava lamp. He
That looked
plugged
like
it
a
in
dildo.
and waited for it to start working.
I ain't gonna lie.
After a few minutes, nothing was happening. The
GG.
lamp was still cold. Philip was impatient, so he came up with a brilliant plan to speed things up. He
Oh?
took the lava lamp and put it on his hot stove.
I've seen this story before. This nigga's finna, it's about to blow up and the shards are gonna hit his ass.
There was just one problem.
On some
Philip didn't
Final
know about.
Destination
Lava
shit.
lamps are only designed to handle temperatures up to 40 degrees. A hot stove gets way hotter than that. The lava lamp quickly overheated and exploded. Glass shards flew everywhere. One piece of glass went straight into Philip's heart. He
Damn.
died instantly. The chimney grenade. On January
What the
13th,
fuck?
2005, 55-year-old Marco decided to clean the chimney in his workshop.
Okay.
He tried using a simple broom, but it was too small for the job. He needed to improvise. Marco figured he needed a chain to pull the broom through the chimney and a heavy object to weigh it down. Looking around his workshop, he found what he thought was perfect, a grenade. His plan was
My nigga. What? Bro, why would you fucking... Bro, some of these people don't got no fucking brains. Yo, why would you use a grenade?
simple. He would weld the grenade to the broom and chain. Then he could pull the whole thing through the chimney. Marco got out his welding equipment
Oh
and
my-
started working. He failed to think about what might happen when he put a flame near a grenade.
Stupid.
As soon as the welding torch touched the grenade,
Boom.
it exploded.
Like-
Marco was killed instantly.
Like-
The chimney was left completely untouched by the blast. If you enjoyed this video,
Bro.
subscribe for similar ones and feel free to drop
I
suggestions.
ain't gonna lie, this video almost pissed me off. These niggas so fucking dumb. Oh my God. What the hell?